obviously something that you would find deep inside yourself.
I think peace is always inside of us. That capacity for peace is always inside of us.
And I think peace and knowing yourself is a process too. It's not something that just happens overnight. Lack of teaching self-esteem skills. I think it's a matter of having somebody in your life that has it, that can model it for you.
Sometimes I have an incredible amount of worry or anxiety about what I see happening to the planet and what basically humanity is doing to the planet, just because of the whole sense of disconnection from Mother Earth.
My biggest barrier to peace would be my own attitude towards myself, being really hard on myself, harder on myself than I could ever imagine being on anybody else.
We were taught how to draw distinctions between ourselves and other people. When we draw those judgments, we're constantly distancing ourselves from the other person. And one example I can think of in terms of my own life that had a really big impact in terms of my own sense of personal peace was on New Year's Eve, I guess it was 96, 97, I was walking home from a celebration, and a car full of men pulled up, and they started hassling me and verbally attacking me for being queer. And I yelled back at them, and the next thing I knew, I was on the pavement and being bashed. And that really had a profound impact on me. So after this happened, it kind of corrupted my sense of peace, and it wasn't really until I was able to go inside and try and make sense of what happened that I feel like I was actually able to move to healing and to getting peace back.
For teenagers today, I think it's so important that we have peace.
It's just a realization that life is the way it is, with its ups and its downs, and feeling the good and the things that are harder, but it makes life really rich.
Friends is probably the best comfort that you could get. My best friend Trina, who's really helped me out. Within each other we found strength, and that was good for me. That was what I needed.
One of the greatest sources of learning in my life was some women that I had in my life that I worked with, that were always very kind and had a lot of faith in my goodness, because I didn't have a lot of faith in my own. Yeah, I really enjoy the quiet moments that I have by myself, just out in nature. They reflect my own peace inside. And I also do believe, I put more faith in the universe or God or whatever your word for it is. Just trusting more.
I find peace through God, or being alone, where I can reflect on the things that I've done, or just anything going around me.
Unfortunately, I don't think we're ever taught how powerful we are, but we absolutely have the ability to create that inside. So I think that peace is loving yourself, loving each other, and loving the planet, because in truth, they're all the same thing.
To know yourself better, dig into your soul and find something that you never knew before. It's really hard to explain the peace that you can get from the creator, or this big being that created everything. I mean, I look around and it's just amazing.
I like to get that sense of connection to nature, because we're all part of the same kind of energy.
I get a lot of joy out of my dog. I think she is the biggest source of joy in my life. She's incredibly content. And it rubs off.
It's been incredible for me to get back in touch with spending time outdoors. And I just feel such an incredible sense of gratitude to be alive in this day and age when I can still enjoy these beautiful places, and that there are still beautiful places left for us to be in.
I love going for walks in the cool air. It just soothes me. Strolling along, nothing bothering me. I don't have to worry about the way I look or the way I talk, the way I laugh.
Let go of your judgments, and you'd be absolutely amazed how incredibly good it feels.
I could begin to reconstruct my own feelings about myself and changing them from feeling really badly about who I was to a place where I started just accepting and realizing that the person that I am is really okay.
It's really important to me when I can find somebody who's true to themselves and true to their friends. I guess the reason that I've found real great friends is that they picked up my personality like I picked up theirs.
Oh no!
Don't say much about what you think about what you're feeling. You talk about airplanes and machines.
So,
and
1,
things and
2,
balls of
3.
string that